This is the Bob and Tom Show. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. We are live in the Napa Auto Parts studios once again. Now, I'll try to take attendance. We'll see how we do. Our engineer is Ace Cosby.
Time to rock.
Thank you very much, Ace. Using his catchphrase, time to rock. Chick McGee across the way. Chick McGee, president accounted for?
Coming in hot.
Coming in hot. I could feel the heat coming off of that. There's Josh Arnold right over there.
One of these days you're going to do this, and we're not going to have time for the rest of the show.
Just trying to give you your due so that people realize that they're enjoying the comic stylings of sports director Chick McGee.
Wait a minute. Well, you tell it, brother.
Josh Arnold about to go on a little comedy tour. Josh is right over there.
That's right.
A generous and thorough lover.
A generous and thorough. Oh, you're switching it out.
Oh, did I say thorough and generous before?
Yes, you
I'm a
did.
thorough and generous
He gets right in there and cleans up afterwards, doesn't he?
I realized that I was, lately I've been more thorough and less generous, so now I am trying to change it.
You're paying the ladies less?
I pay them the same. I'm tipping them less.
I have a coupon.
A Groupon.
Are there Groupons for prostitutes?
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they're not.
That's
Good.
Nicely done. Nicely delivered.
Sid Davis, obviously a longtime married man. There's Christy Lee. I can
Hi,
see
everybody.
her. She's at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk.
Yes.
Hi, Christy. Our guests
Always
include
sunny attitude.
the aforementioned Sid Davis, comedian.
Coming in lukewarm.
There you go. And Dwight Simmons of the beautiful teeth. You should be in a toothpaste commercial.
It's rock time.
There we go.
Oh, a variation on Aces.
It's rock time.
This joke can be used with any, everybody doesn't like somebody, right? It's called a toothbrush because it was invented in, pick a state that you don't like.
I like
I
them
like all states.
Anywhere else, it would have been called a teeth brush.
I see. Gotcha.
what they
Gotcha.
did there.
Yeah.
Like Michigan and
Gotcha.
Ohio.
Gotcha.
Oh, I see.
Insinuating that they only had one tooth.
Invented in Ohio because it was...
Because this started with my question: why do they call it toothpaste, not teeth paste?
Right.
Because presumably you have more than one.
Right.
Yeah.
Most of us. in
And
the
you
room.
brush more than one, I would think.
But I'm just the story is the CDC is saying that children are using too much toothpaste.
As when they're very little.
Well, I mean, I'd rather have them using too much than not enough.
We ever
Plus-
go see the sink full of the globs of the toothpaste?
Oh, constantly.
It is a little ridiculous.
I keep a brush in my bathroom so I can scour that out all the
I
time.
can't
That's
imagine
a pet peeve.
I can't even.
things you have in your home. that
Remember the
help
old
you.
David Letterman joke? He said he used to wait for those to dry, and then he would serve them as after-dinner mints.
Well, you got to
Do
pull
you have
the
one of
hair
those
out
little plastic containers that have two sides where you have all your cleaning supplies you just carry around with you all day long?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Of course.
You just don't go with a roll of paper towels and a,
Oh, God,
and a
no.
jug of stuff. You
No,
walk
I
around.
see it as an operation. Like
Oh, yeah, I got that. I mean, my favorite thing that they've invented in the last 20 years is that foamy bathroom stuff. You spray it on a...
scrubbing bubbles.
God, I love that.
Yes.
It probably does nothing, but I love it.
You sure do feel like it's working, don't you?
Because it's sitting there. It's
Right,
not just
right.
falling down the side.
Yeah.
I was just using it the other day. God, I love
Sometimes it changes color, too, and it's like it goes on blue, and it says once it's white, you can start wiping it
it.
off.
Speaking of, the other day I had to buy that toilet bowl stuff, and I couldn't get the blue.
Huh.
What?
Yeah, don't you like that when you look down and it's blue down
Yes,
there?
I do.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
What?
I have one of the.
You have one that you leave in?
No. Well, yeah, you put it in the tank.
Yeah.
I have one of
Oh,
those
no.
handles that have a brush on it. You
Yeah, but
click
what
them
if
in
the
and click
dogs
them out.
drink out of your toilet?
They don't get a drink out of the toilet. I always have water
Well,
out for them.
I do too, but they sneak in there sometimes.
I always have my lid shut. You leave your toilet lid open,
Don't get
free
me
to
started.
blow
Don't get
germs
me
all over the
started
house.
on this.
You ever been
Just
sitting
saying.
there? Ever been sitting there and your dog comes in and starts drinking water?
No.
Puts his face between your legs. You let him
What
finish.
is wrong with you people?
You gotta call a friend and
Let
say,
him
I
talk.
can't make it
Steve.
tonight. I'm spent.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my.
Wow.
So back to this.
That is bestiality.
Back to this toothbrush. Back to this toothbrush story. Mm-hmm. I would think that the CDC would have better things to do than worry about toothpaste consumption of little kids.
They're just letting you know. Be careful with the amount.
I bet you didn't know that. I didn't know. I didn't know until just now that
They're only supposed to use a little tiny.
that if
little
you
bit.
use too much, it can cause what do we call it? Dental floria.
Fluorosis.
Fluorosis.
Okay.
Did you say a rice? A speck of rice is the amount?
Yeah.
No,
A pea.
pea.
And then a speck
For
of rice.
little
a
kids,
smear.
it's just a tiny little
for
bit.
little kids.
Did you ever eat the
Dear Lord.
toothpaste when you were a kid?
Well, they're telling you not to do that too. See?
Well, let's see. They're 40 years too late.
Yeah.
Now, do you use the same brand you used when you were a kid?
No, whatever's on.
Yeah, we used to use
sale.
Crest as kids.
I remember when AIM toothpaste came
Oh,
out.
because it had the green stripe in it.
Because the stripe was first, and it had a different color, and I was fascinated by
Wasn't
the
there
stripes.
wasn't there one that came out like Twisto and
Aqua Fresh.
Mentadent?
Aqua Fresh.
Remember Mentadent? You
Yeah,
press
Aqua
down
Fresh.
and it has the two things. It's like one stream of white and one stream of blue.
Oh yes, I do. I remember the one that you press down instead of. Now, do you put your toothpaste in the brush or just put it in your mouth and then start brushing?
Nobody puts it.
We put it on a brush like
Because
a
I'm not the
normal
only one that
person.
used a toothpaste sometimes. I don't put my mouth on
What?
it. So
You
I
squirt
put it on
the
my brush.
Never mind.
Do you wet the toothbrush before
Yes.
putting
I
in
don't
the
know
paste?
why, but
Yes.
yes, I do.
No, I
Yes.
do too. Yeah, I could.
Do you turn the water off?
Yes,
Yes.
I do. Yeah.
You ever
There-
multitask while you brush, walk around the.
I do sometimes.
Yeah.
Do you brush your teeth in the shower? I know people
Never.
that do that.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
brother does that. I can't take it.
Yeah, I am.
What?
I
Hot
know.
water?
I don't get that either, but I know people that do.
I'm working on an invention.
So you squirt toothpaste into your mouth and then brush?
No one else uses my toothpaste.
Well, obviously.
It's very, very odd. It's very strange.
That
always
is
done that.
very strange.
Time saver.
I don't.
I'm trying to invent.
Shaving off milliseconds.
Well, it takes a lot of hand-eye coordination to get that on the. I'm working on an invention.
What are you, Muhammad Ali? Why can't you get the toothpaste onto your toothbrush?
I'm working on my invention. It's
Yeah?
because I have that sonic toothbrush thing.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
And
I
I've
do.
got the rotating one, whatever that's called. I've got both those.
Rotating.
And then, but I'm working on it's the Roomba. It's the Goomba.
You just open up your mouth.
Well, I was going to call it the Goomba, and then one of my Italian friends
Yeah, you
suggested
can't do
that.
Hey, no!
So you'd have this little thing, you just pop it in your mouth and it does
Yeah,
the work
it's-
while
No.
you're
You
showering?
just hang your mouth open and it comes and rolls
lay
right
down,
in your
yeah.
mouth. And
The Gumba.
Would that do it overnight, just like the
Yeah.
fairy came overnight?
Yeah,
brushed your teeth?
like the Roomba, which I like fresh.
what a weird show.
Christy Lee.
Wow.
I would audition for that ad.
Oh, you would be a great
I would. I mean,
toothpaste
no hands.
spoke. Yeah.
That'd be great.
I love watching the toothpaste commercials because they have these, you can tell they're these young people that have studied at Juilliard and they're really good actors and actresses. There's one in particular I'm thinking of right now. And this woman, you can tell she's really strong and she's doing a toothpaste commercial, but I'm sure the pay's got to be
How can
amazing.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
she's really good, you could tell.
You can tell she's a good actress by her toothpaste commercial.
Yeah, I can. She's really
All right.
That pay, that's got to be, because I see it the same ad all the time. That's got to pay huge money
Yeah.
Oh, my
Yep.
God.
for doing the commercials. So I'm sorry, Christy Lee, back to you.
You're never too old to be a badass. A Michigan octogenarian going viral after she was photographed using a snowblower to clear her driveway. 82-year-old Marlene Downing of Muskegon said, quote, "I just don't need any help. I got this big machine. It works great."
Yeah, wouldn't she be more of a badass if she were
was
using a shovel?
Thank you. That's what I was thinking.
No, she's wielding around this massive machine. What's
Yeah.
Have you used a snowblower?
guess.
It's not that
You know, a
difficult.
5-pound thing on wheels?
Yeah.
Man, what a
not
difficult.
5 pounds?
She's really a badass.
Said
really
she
Rambo
enjoys
that
being
up.
What a
outside.
dumb story.
Probably self-propelled.
Sound
A
of
rope
the-
start? I'd be more impressed with the rope start than.
She says the snowblower sound reminds her of her Harley.
I thought you were going to say
See?
husband.
Right.
I thought you were going to say
See?
husband.
We're trending
the
up.
badass.
She has a Harley, and it even has a sidecar for her dog.
I love
See?
it. I hope it's a bulldog and she puts goggles on.
That's sweet.
Thank you to ABC7 for that story.
No, it is sweet, but
Where you come first.
Thank you.
She has a greyhound that rides along with her in the
A
Harley.
greyhound?
Yeah.
I thought it was a
Oh,
bulldog.
I want a greyhound.
very
Yeah, that's
pointy.
exactly what you need is a greyhound.
I think this is a great story. Good for you.
What a disgusting.
No, it is good. Yeah, good for her, but it would be a bigger story if she
If
were
she used to
shoveling
shovel.
snow. Like
Yeah.
Well, if you were shoveling snow, Josh, it'd be a fatality.
the last time I shoveled my driveway,
That's right.
I may have had to sit down in between. Actually, my driveway. I started at the closest to
And
the
I
garage.
told you he said that in confidence.
I started closest to the garage. So as I was getting more and more tired, it looked like a funnel because at the end of the driveway, it was just room enough for me to get the car through.
Right. That's what
How
everybody.
long is your driveway? It's not very long. is
No,
it?
no, no.
It's like
no,
80 feet.
Is it?
Don't let him fool you. He's got an estate over there. It's pretty big.
I'm familiar with that neighborhood. It's
Yeah.
like 2 car lengths, right?
No.
Yeah.
What do you got? You got like 8,000 square feet over there, don't you? Something like that.
Well, I don't know. I don't like
You
you
wanna
talking
brag.
He
about
was 10,
That's his lot.
10 feet from a coronary. Let's talk with our guest, shall we? Dwight. Dwight, you're a handsome young man.
Well, I appreciate it.
Just moved from New York City. How'd you like New York?
New York was great. I moved back to Indiana because families here and things like that.
Girlfriend?
Yeah, girlfriend as well, which is nice. I told you I went camping for the first time.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, I did. It's great.
Wow.
It's because I'm dating a white woman, and that's the tax you have to pay.
Yeah, the tax.
The
It's a white
tax.
woman's tax.
You got to pay that tax.
It's a tax for dating a white woman, Tom.
Did you know that? How many times have you been camping?
I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, you find out it's a slippery slope, though. You got to be careful. Next thing I know, I'm getting married in a barn, drinking kombucha. My family's like, "What happened to Dwight? We don't know."
Oh, wow, that's hilarious.
Get married in a barn, very trendy.
It is.
Just went to
and
one of those.
kombucha is delicious.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
I just went to a barn wedding. It was awesome.
Yep, very
It was
trendy.
incredible.
Mason jars.
Ball jar.
I don't think so. I'm trying to remember. No, I don't. Maybe I don't know. But it was a great wedding though.
Sounds like a real hootenanny.
It was a good time.
heard that in a
Do you
while.
spend your time standing around being worried about where you were? I could just see you in a barn.
No, why would I be worried
What's
about where
the
I was?
problem?
Did they have a DJ, a band, or a square dance caller?
Yeah, hillbilly.
They had a DJ.
Swing the bride around and round.
Put
They've
your
come a
finger
long
up
way.
her ass.
Was it a big old
the
barn or
ad-lib.
an old barn or like a pole barn, a modern kind of?
It
threw
was
up.
sort of a classic barn, but
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, they're taking these old barns and turning them into event
they'd
space.
So it was like an
taken the
event
time
center or
and trouble to remove any of the animal smells.
I would hope
Yeah.
so, yeah.
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 I kind of like that.
One of those
They
sponges.
probably don't have a dirt floor anymore.
Nope.
Yeah,
Had a regular floor.
right.
Had a nice buffet.
Regular floor.
Right next to the buffet.
Yeah.
Now, so
sat on
Dwight,
hay.
did you camp at a place in the woods?
Yeah,
or-
we went to Kentucky. I still am figuring out the lingo, but she let me build the fire. I've never felt more like a man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just me arguing with sticks, which is embarrassing. And then you're in a campsite, and there are other people in the campsite. And my favorite part was there was this big family and an older gentleman with his shirt off. And then around sunset, he just started blaring "Let's Get It On" by Marvin Gaye. Which is not how I want to become one with nature. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
Like, let's get it on, and also turn on the lights, please. I'm horrified.
Tim Wilson used to say about Marvin Gaye, he's the only guy that could do a protest song that was also a panty dropper.
Yeah.
Remember the song?
No,
Oh, come on.
You've played it.
Mercy, mercy me.
Yeah. Mercy, mercy. Panty dropper, right?
Not for
that's
me.
a
but
protest song.
About the ecology. Never mind.
usually that's what I said after the panties were dropped. Now, mercy, mercy.
Were you out of money? Sid Davis, you've been married a long time, Sid. Is that correct?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
How
Things
many-
are good. I think I need a sleep number couch now.
How long you been married?
35 years, 36, something like that. I don't
Okay.
know. It's,
So, it's Valentine's Day's around the corner. You might want to get that number nailed.
I miss when I met my wife. She was young, and like long walks on the beach, and the pina coladas. Now she's like, walking in the sand hurts my knees, and coconut gives me gas. And the underwear she wore. Remember when she was young, the light and lacy see-through Victoria's Secret
Sure.
underwear. Now she wears these white cotton panties from the Edith Bunker collection, that go with the waistband below. The bra used to be lacy too. Now it's the steel reinforced cross your heart Hindenburg model. Remember you could snap the bra off with one finger. Now the other on the Hindenburg model, there's enough snaps. You need the nuclear codes to get a crew to get the thing off.
Two guys have to turn the keys at the same time.
And they call it the Hindenburg because when it comes off, you just say, "Oh, the humanity!"
A man will be spending Valentine's Day alone. That's Sid Davis. Speaking of codes, I want to get this story in. This is kind of complicated, but the short version.
A Canadian cryptocurrency exchange cannot repay most of its $190 million in client holdings, which includes cash and cryptocurrency, after its founder and sole password keeper died unexpectedly. According to CoinDesk, the outfit called Quadriga CX has filed for creditor protection since it reportedly cannot access the funds.
Man.
Quadriga CX said the 30-year-old head of the company died December 9th, 2018, due to complications with Crohn's disease while traveling in India, where he was opening an orphanage.
Okay, I'm a little concerned about the truth in this.
His widow does not know the password to her late husband's laptop, and he reportedly did not leave behind any business records. So far, one technical expert has been unable to bypass the encryption in order to access all the money. One? So there's only one guy that they're going to call?
And who with Crohn's disease tries to go to India? I'd want to see the body before I'd settle this lawsuit.
Man.
Have they
It
tried?
seems to me like they could get in there at some point.
It does.
I don't know. I know nothing about this, but I'm sure. How many millions of dollars are locked up?
190 million in cash and cryptocurrency. It's a combination of the two.
Have they tried calling the crypto keeper?
I don't know what to make of that.
Creeps up on you.
Wouldn't it be great if they crack it? It turns out this guy's Canadian. That they turned out that the password is Assman69A question mark, or they find out it's actually QWERTY. Is that even legal? Can you be incorporated at that level and not have a backup?
I don't know. I am.
So
not.
where does
I would
this?
think that'd be
Where is the actual money? If you gave this guy money, is it all in Bitcoin or something?
Yeah,
I've never quite understood
cryptocurrency.
this.
I don't understand it either. That's why I didn't invest in
Techno
it.
genius, 30 years old, dies building an orphanage. I'd want to see the
See,
body.
Tom's all suspicious. He thinks the guy is high. You ran away with all the money. That's
You could
what
go
you're
to India and hire a guy to kill himself and lie in a
sounds
casket
about
for you.
this.
Hey, come here. I just made myself $190 billion. Here's $1 million for your family. Would you go die and lie here for a few
Wouldn't
minutes?
it be a little hard to spend that if you're dead?
Well, you had
Oh, an alias. You
had a new,
Right.
Yeah, you
I'm
just
a new
slip into
man.
a new life.
Yeah, they don't think.
This isn't a movie. It's real life.
Do they know the name of this guy's first pet? color of his first car.
What's his mother's maiden name?
His
Right.
mom's maiden name.
The street he grew up on?
your high school mascot.
Yeah.
Oh, great! Now I think like Sid. Perfect. Just perfect.
What's his favorite sports team? You know what? Montreal Canadiens, 69A. I'd want to see the body before I'd give up on this one.
Well, maybe there was a body. We don't know. I'm sure there was a body. Why would you think there was no body?
Yeah, you've really
You
taken this
jumped
down the
ahead.
road.
I think.
'Cause I'm thinking like a guy that thinks, well, I think I can keep all the money.
Okay, first of all, you don't
Fake
think
your
like
death.
anybody else. Okay?
Thank you.
So you walk into the funeral, it's a closed casket, you go open that thing
Open it up.
right now.
I want to see that body.
This guy's got $169 million of other people's money. I want to see. I want to dance on this.
He's probably got sandbags in there instead of a body.
Yeah, who knows? I'm just skeptical. And again, what corporation at that level wouldn't someone go, hey, Earl, could you give me the password in case you drop dead while going to the safest place on earth when you're as ill as you are? When you can bathe in the Ganges, see if you can catch some Ebola. We'll be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Now, Sid, I know you've been doing the cruise ship thing. How's that going?
It's been doing pretty well. There's a lot of people that go on the cruise ships that go there just to eat. You know, it's just,
Right,
It's
sure.
not a cruise ship; it's a floating golden corral to them.
Absolutely.
And I get I'm getting old. I get frustrated with the buffet lines, you know. I don't understand why a buffet line has to move so slow. Just put the stuff on your plate and go. And I'm buying this lady with the tongs and the baked potatoes, inspecting every potato like a jeweler inspecting gems. You know, like this one's not round enough. And I don't know what she's thinking. This one's got, and this one looks like the mole on my ass. I don't know what she's thinking. But then I'm thinking, lady, you're picking a potato, not a husband. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to look at her husband like, okay, we'll take your time.
Yeah, clearly, in the past.
You've made hasty decisions
Yes,
before.
yeah, you might want to. Yeah, just,
Bless her heart.
yeah,
Good decision. Take your time.
you might want to go for noodles. Actually, just maybe the pasta is the way to go. Christy Lee is at the news desk. And we've been talking a little bit about toothpaste all morning, so I thought we'd work this in. I know people are sitting there in their cars with the motor.
Oh, I
running.
missed the toothpaste hunk.
The Center for Disease Control and Prevention is saying children are using too much toothpaste.
Oh.
According to a government survey, about 40% of children ages 3 to 6 used a brush that was full or half full of toothpaste. Experts recommend children in that age range use no more than a pea-sized amount, while toddlers are only meant to use a smear of toothpaste
Shouldn't
the
they
size
be-
of a grain of rice.
Is this the CDC? Maybe, I don't know, maybe they should be worried about people not getting vaccinated. I don't know, measles epidemic. They're worried about the amount.
Tom,
If
too
you can
much
get
fluoride when teeth are forming can lead to tooth streaking or spottiness known as dental fluorosis.
Gotcha.
You don't want that.
You don't want dental fluorosis. Pediatric dentist Dr. Mary Hayes also suggested parents oversee.
Should have edited that out.
You could have scratched that out and put any other.
Yeah. Just thrown in another consonant. You just have to, no, go ahead.
Sorry.
I have a question.
Suggested parents oversee brushing so children do not eat the
Boy,
toothpaste.
thank goodness
Gotcha.
you're back.
Why is the CDC? This is like the least interesting.
Right. Get your kids to, I mean,
Getting them to brush
Yeah,
is a good
isn't
thing.
that hard enough?
But I have a technical question. I'll give this to you, Josh.
Yes, please.
Since you're by far the most verbose. I mean, the most verbally acute.
Great.
Why is it not called toothpaste?
That sounds
I don't know. It
ridiculous.
hits the ear wrong, doesn't it?
Yes,
But I wonder if it hits the ear
Well,
because we're so
now-
used to toothpaste.
yeah.
Because, I mean, you've got, well, maybe back in the day, you only had
Maybe
the
only
one
had
to worry
one.
about.
Yeah.
One chopper.
Hey, by the time you get down to one, start using the paste.
Toothpaste.
Shouldn't it be toothpaste?
I guess technically it should, yeah. You're putting
Maybe
it on your
There's
teeth.
got to be some reason it's not toothpaste.
Because it sounds silly.
Yeah.
No, but that's 'cause you're used to
Does it only
toothpaste.
sound silly because we're used to it?
Yeah.
Or
Right.
It sounds very English as well. I said, Josh, do you have the toothpaste?
yes. Yeah.
yes, my teeth.
With your teeth brush, then.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Again,
yeah.
Ooh, it hurts to say. It doesn't feel
Teeth
good coming
brush.
out.
Teeth
brush.
Yeah. You do
English
have-
is hard.
You do have very nice teeth, by the way, Dwight.
Sponsored.
Do people mention that to you a lot?
They do.
You have a really beautiful smile.
Yeah, I didn't have dental fluorosis.
Fluorosis?
Yeah.
Yeah, but also, I mean, it always looks like you're smiling. It would be very difficult for you to attend a funeral for you.
It is. Actually.
Hey, happy to be here.
That's when I lived in New York, I felt like people could tell that I wasn't from there because I do smile a lot, and you're not allowed to do that in that city.
Yeah.
Like I held the door open once for a lady, and she looked me in my face and said, "You're not gonna make it."
This city's
right.
going to eat you alive, kid.
She was right, and here I am, back.
It's
Brilliant.
kind of a mischievous smile, too, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. I think it's for the. I bet it's
Depending on who
on
you
in there.
are.
I think it's for the ladies.
That's a great
Hey,
smile.
ladies,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ladies like the smile.
They do.
Oh yeah.
Don't get me in trouble. It was my girlfriend's birthday. She's
Happy
she's
birthday.
listening.
That explains
girlfriend.
why she's standing up.
Right? I just went camping for the first time this year.
Wait a minute, that would be
We'll
if it was
find out
your
about
birthday.
that. in
No,
just
it's her birthday, not his birthday.
We're all celebrating together.
Okay, we'll find out more
We'll
about
find
that.
out
in a
about your
second.
camping trip when we come back.
Put a
good.
pin in that. And
I want to find out more about this toothpaste thing.
Are you a gel or a paste?
Oh, paste only. Hate the gel.
I'm with you. I prefer the paste.
Hate the gel.
Now, you have kids.
Mine is like
you ever,
squirreled.
And I have
okay.
I have a toothpaste buffet.
Oh,
Oh, I swear. by
everybody's
my
got their own
toothpaste.
brand.
No. I have at least 3 right now on my counter.
Why?
Easily. Huh?
You
Why?
switch on and off?
Oh yeah, because I like to switch.
What?
on.
What?
Different times a day.
No. Just different.
Do you like different flavors?
Yeah.
Or?
Gotcha.
Oh, I have to
I-
use Sensodyne. I have sensitive.
Oh, of
teeth.
course.
Yeah,
you
sure.
do.
Yeah, very emotional mouth.
That's what I use on my nipples. But when it comes to my teeth.